What if your body isn't the problem? Not your weight, not your pain, not your burnout. What if the real problem is the story you were told about your body? Hi, I'm Christina Medina, a BS coach. That stands for belief system. But let's be real, it could mean something else. I help women uncover the beliefs keeping them stuck in pain, pressure, and people pleasing. Today, I want to talk about a belief that almost every woman I work with carries. Something is wrong with my body, and it's my fault. Let's dive into it. We're raised to believe our bodies are problems to solve. Too big, too sensitive, too tired, too much, not enough. We learn that if we can just control it, fix it, shrink it, or silence it, we'll finally be worthy. For me, this belief started at a very young age, and I carried it for decades. I believed that if my body hurt, it was because I did something wrong. If I was exhausted, I needed to push harder. If I gained weight, I must have failed somehow. It's the BS we've inherited, and disconnects us from the truth. Your body is not broken. She's responding to the life you've lived. Let me repeat that. Your body is not broken. She's responding to the life you've lived. Let me share something personal. There were two major wake up calls my body gave me. Actually, three, but I'm going to talk about two. The first one was during a season where I was working 14 to 16-hour days. I think I mentioned this last week. My nervous system was running on fumes, but I kept going because I believed rest had to be earned. Then one night, I woke up with stabbing pain under my left breast. I rushed to the mirror. Bumps were forming. The pain was intensifying. It was shingles. And it was my body's wake up call, literally. My body wasn't betraying me. She was begging me to listen. Then, about 8 months later, I left my full time job to pursue my life coaching business. And a year after the shingles, I was in a car wreck. Physically, I walked away, but something shifted in me again. My body held the trauma, even when my mind tried to move on. I used to think healing was just about green juice and a gratitude journal, but the deeper I went, the more I saw. My body wasn't the root cause. It was the beliefs underneath. I have to do it all. If I stop, I'll fall apart. I can't trust my body. If I'm not producing, I'm not enough. These weren't just thoughts. They were rules I was living by, and my body was screaming against them. And I will say that I was trying to work as much as I could, even after the car wreck when I should have been resting. Here's what changed for me. I stopped seeing my body as the problem, and I started seeing her as a messenger. She wasn't in the way of my healing. She was the healing. I began to finally listen, resting without guilt, moving because it felt good, not because I had to burn calories, letting emotions move through me instead of storing them. The more I softened, the more my body responded with safety, trust, and even joy. So, what does it look like to actually begin listening to your body? Well, here are a few small but powerful practices that helped me reconnect. First, stillness. Even just 2 to 5 minutes a day to check in with how your body feels, not what it looks like. Journaling. Noticing when symptoms flare up and what emotions or stressors are nearby. Breathwork. Using your breath to signal safety to your nervous system. Somatic movement. Moving without judgment. Stretching and doing butterflies, like tapping. Cold plunges, a reset tool for the nervous system when used intentionally. And Reiki and sound healing. These tools have helped me regulate my body when it felt overwhelmed. These aren't just trends, at least not for me. They're ways of saying to your body, I'm here now and I'm listening. And if therapy feels intimidating, sometimes working with a coach, mentor, or guide who sees the deeper story can be the safest next step. So if you've spent years fighting your body, I want you to hear this. You're not broken. Your body is not the enemy. And healing isn't about control. It's about connection. Follow if you're ready to rewrite the beliefs that made you disconnect from the body you live in, because your body isn't the problem. She's the wise, powerful, sacred messenger you've been ignoring until now.